And good morning. Welcome back to New Mexico in the morning. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom A Ruiz. 9:33, and coming up, our second guest on New Mexico in the morning, Jana Lynch. We'll talk with her in a moment. She's a local artist. She's got a neat little project we're going to talk about. That's coming up here. And your weather forecast for the village, look for highs up there near 48 or so. Tomorrow, 50. And then no rain, though. That's a good thing. But weekend is going to be about 47 or so. It'll be nice for the barbecue fest, the Mountain Barbecue Fest, which is coming up on Saturday. Friday and Saturday, rather. 9:34, and boy, we haven't spoken in a while. Good morning, Jana Lynch. How are you?
I am good, but I've got we got some feedback on. But listen, hey, I took the phone from Jana. This is Tater McSalisbury.
Hey, Tater, what are you doing?
Hey, Tommy, I can't wait to meet you in person. How are you?
This is Barney.
Hi, Barney. Anyway, listen, I moved to your fair city all the way from the States, and I'm here because a boyfriend brought me over here telling me it was cheaper to leave, and then he dumps me, and now I'm here over at the cafeteria line over at the junior high school serving your little yard monkeys lunch every day. But tonight, on Saturday night over at Cree Meadow, is a murder mystery, and I'm going to be there, and I hope all of y'all come out and dance with me. I'm ready to dance a jig.
Oh, man, I heard that's going to be a great show.
Well, I can't wait, and now I will put, I just had to steal the phone from Jana because I wanted to tell y'all to join me over there. I think it's only $25, and on that night, it's going to be the Shakin' Shamrock Pub, and it's just going to be a wonderful time, and I hope everybody will come out and dance with me.
Well, can you give a little line from the show?
Well, yeah, I just did, honey. I'm Tater, and I need some advice, so I hope someone's there to talk me off the ledge here, because I'm really, it's not a good thing what's going on with me, but we'll talk more about that on that evening.
Okay. Tater,
all right, I'm going to put Jana right back on.
All right, put her back on the phone there.
I'll do it right now. Hang on. Tommy, what have you been up to, Jana?
Good morning, Jana. How are you, dear?
Good. That Tater, she's a piece of work. You got to come see her over at Cree Meadow Saturday night. I think it starts at 6. $25. You get meals, desserts, all kinds of cool things.
Now, how'd you get involved with her?
I don't know. They just called me, and on Christmas there was a parade that was going down the road, and I just ran up to that float, and I said I've always wanted to be involved, but I'm severely dyslexic, and it's limited me from trying to do anything such as that.
Wow.
And they called me. It scared me to death, but I said yes. So it's way outside my comfort zone. But I'm excited to do it, and I just hope people will come out and support me in my new debut as an actress.
I guess so, huh? What's it been like preparing for that role?
It makes me nervous because it's you gotta know all the other characters. There's a lot of reading, but I'm doing it, and you know me, Tommy. I don't do anything unless I do it well. So I'm going for it. There's a dress rehearsal tonight at the Art Cave, and we'll have this thing down. It's going to be very entertaining. I hope everybody comes out and supports the Lincoln County Community Theater. It's a wonderful thing, and these guys are great.
Yeah, what's it like to prepare for something like that and be with people that are entertainers locally?
Well, they're just so exceptional, and the fact that they just let me, play in their little reindeer games is just incredible to me. So I'm really excited to do this with them and come out and see them. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
Now, did you ever do anything like this when you were down in Vegas?
No, I had that little TV show in Vegas about my art gallery, but it was just me being me. And so that's it's a little bit of a stretch for me to try to do a character role now, but I think I can do it. They tell me I'm a natural. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Now, who's the
hey,
other?
tell me what you've been up to.
Well, I tell you what, I have been really busy. I was chasing news all over southeast New Mexico yesterday with the weather and everything.
Wow. Can you believe our weather? Hey, I wanted to announce that the slopes will be open later in the afternoon. Come out for a half day. They had lots of trees down. I think the gondola derailed. That's how bad the wind was up there. But they are cleaning that up right now, cleaning that road up. So by half day, you should be skiing again up there if you want.
Oh, okay.
It's gorgeous.
Is it
Tons of snow.
The snow good, really good?
You bet, honey. They snowed last night. So they're re-grooming that, getting it all cleaned up. A lot of winds, though, so a lot of felled trees and stuff that they're busy working on this morning, but they'll be open by half day for sure. Hey, probably earlier. I'm just saying half day because, I just give you plenty of time. There you go.
Gotcha. Jana Lynch, our guest this morning on New Mexico in the morning as she gets prepared to do that roll of a roll coming up on Saturday there at Cree Meadows. What's going on at the shop?
Oh, honey, do you know that they wrote me up in the Zia National Gas newsletter, which just took my breath away, that they would do something like that. I was able to speak at the Rotary Club about my vision. Of course, the interactive garden, it's just really been put on my heart that this needs to be about a message of hope. And they let me go talk about that, so I will be looking for all kinds of artists and all kinds of sponsors, and so that we can build these structures, and it's all going to be pointing up a message of hope. But Zia, just immediately after I did that speech, walked up. His name was Wade. Walked up and he just said, "I'm in. I want to help." And they wrote me up about this community art installation, the butterflies that you can come paint in honor or in memory of a loved one. And it's getting time for spring, and I probably got like 200 of those to install into the tree because, I've done this as a fundraiser, Tommy. I did it for the Humane Society.
Right.
Then up at Alto on May 11th, I will be painting butterflies for, I think it's Comp for abused women. And it's a dance. It's Dancing with the Stars type event. They couldn't find me a dancing partner, and you wouldn't do it with me. I begged you. I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
You should have told me. I would have been dancing with you.
You would? I didn't know. I should have called you.
They contacted me about the very first one. But I was doing sports, so I couldn't get away. And then last year, they contacted me, but again, I wasn't able to do it. And then I was going to contact them this year, but I just didn't get around to it. So what are you going to be dancing?
All right. Well, I won't be. I'll be painting butterflies because you didn't come ask me to the dance.
Oh, man.
What's your deal? All right, but Tommy, we should do it next year because we will.
I think
it's based on who raises the most money wins the prize or whatever.
I know.
With your radio and my social media, I'll put a GoFundMe up there.
It's going to be
next year.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I get really excited when I see dancing.
You do?
No. When I go to that event and cover it, I think he's danced twice already. But the chief of police.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Well, he's what? I forgot his name. I love that guy.
Darren
He's
Hooker.
such a nice guy.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he does such a great job, and I just love it. The most important jobs in town are our firefighters and our police. It's just you never hear about anything. They're on top of it. So I'm so grateful for them. But so you'll be at the event, so maybe you'll get to I'll paint a butterfly for you, and it'll be for donations. Recommended $2 and up, and then we'll paint these butterflies in honor or in memory of a loved one. While y'all are dancing, I'll be doing that. And then, but I've raised a lot of money for the Humane Society doing it, and now we'll do it for them, and then we'll get those installed into the community tree. It'll be absolutely beautiful.
What inspired you for the butterflies?
Honey, I don't know. When I was in Las Vegas, I represented 230 local artists. I came here and I just sat still and I painted rocks over at Sacred Ground, and I just got to meet the community. And I realized there that you didn't need another gallery. What you needed was a place to be, something to do. And then, I don't know, this message of hope came on me about 2 months ago. I was calling it the interactive garden. People will be able to paint or color on giant. In fact, the high school's helping me build giant the shop over there is helping me build giant canvases that'll be outdoors, and you guys will be able to come out and paint on them or top on them. I think I'm going to make the first batch of blackboards. But it's going to be an interactive garden. But then it just laid on my heart that this needs to be about hope. I think we're living in a time where there is so little hope, and I want us to get our eyes back looking up for solutions. And so this whole garden is going to be a message of hope. I need sponsors. My first sponsor was Jay Evie, who's a council member. He's going to help me with the tiling out our peace garden where this tree is that's for the community. And then you got Jay Thomas, who's Thomas, who's helped build the river. It's just free labor. He's come and helped build this gorgeous river that we're going to paint. And Carla Morrow, who's going to take these butterflies and bounce these giant cocoons and butterflies across over to the river. Just all these things are going to need little sponsors, but we're talking about minimal amount of money, minimal amount of business, businesses with their advertising dollars. As our foot traffic increases over there, the more elaborate these art installations can become. But the number one thing that I want everybody to know is it's all going to be pointing up. It's all a message of hope, and it's going to be gorgeous. And so I thought it was fitting that we started with an honor and memory tree for our loved ones. They're butterflies. It's gorgeous. They're wooden butterflies. And anybody is welcome to come paint with me and paint a butterfly for a $2 donation. It's no big deal. And we'll get them installed in this tree.
Boy, that's going to be nice. To Jana Lynch, our guest this morning on New Mexico in the Morning. We'll come back and talk with her a little bit more when New Mexico in the Morning continues in a moment.
Hi, this is Sunny Harris, host of Animal Village Radio. This weekend, we're doing the show on location from Animal Village NM No-Kill Shelter in Alamogordo. Hear what it's like behind the kennel doors about a life-saving and totally fun adoption event coming up. Some of the quirky and wonderful tricks our adoptable dogs and cats have been trained to do, and the most fun you ever had with a fundraiser. You can have your yard egged. Brought to you by Pat Papson Farmers Insurance, Thundering Paws Pet Resort in Alto, New Mexico, and Fuquay Tax and Financial Management, and PhD PetsandHelpingDogs.com. Animal Village Radio. Tune in every Saturday morning at 6 on KRUI News Talk Tourism, and Sunday mornings at 6 on KIDX FM 101.5 FM, The Kid.
Just for one day. If you're shopping for an automobile, there's a place in Reynosa that has 6 different brands all in one place. That's Sierra Blanca Motors on Highway 70. There you'll find Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, plus Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep. And you'll see why people drive hundreds of miles to visit Sierra Blanca Motors. We specialize in 4-wheel and all-wheel drive cars, trucks, and SUVs. You get it all in one stop, from the vehicle that's just right and financing that fits your budget. Visit us at SierraBlancaMotors.com or come see us on Highway 70 Reynosa.
Last week, Georgia's House of Representatives passed a bill to ban abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected. That typically happens at 6 weeks of pregnancy. Boom, 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 boom. Democrat State Representative Darshan Kendrick was so ticked off by the heartbeat bill that she announced her own legislation called the Testicular Bill of Rights. If it ever became law, Georgia men would need permission from their sex partners to obtain erectile dysfunction Viagra, for those of you in Rio Linda. There would be a 24-hour waiting period before men could buy porn or sex toys, and men would not be allowed to have vasectomies. Under Representative Kendrick's bill, when a woman is 6 weeks pregnant, a mandatory DNA test would determine paternity. The father would be required to pay child support immediately. The Testicular Bill of Rights would also make it a crime for a man to have sex without a condom, which raises the question, how would women get pregnant in the first place? I digress there. Darshan says that her bill is real. She will introduce it next month. Now, I, for one, hope that she has the testicular fortitude to follow through, because I want to see where this thing would end up. And I want to talk about it when it gets there.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
80% of employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. It's the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
And welcome back to New Mexico in the morning. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom A Ruiz, and as we continue our conversation this morning with Jana Lynch. Hey, Jana.
Hey, Tommy Ruiz. What you doing?
Well, I tell you, you have been such an impact on our community since you and Kevin came here to Ruidoso, and it's like a light was turned on.
Oh, man, really, Tommy? That's so sweet.
I just hear so much things about you and your abilities and the generosity that you bring to this community. And, it's so nice to hear positive things about people like that.
Oh, Tommy, thank you so much. You've been so kind to spread my message of hope on your radio station. It means the world to me.
Well, and it is my pleasure. It is my pleasure to have had you first and foremost for the first time on the show.
You did. You brought me in on it first, man. You put me on the scene.
And then you started cheating on me.
I got two-time on you now. All
You
the time. Now
two-timer.
I'm in via newsletter. 40,000 people read about me there. It's fun. But had I known, I should have called you as a dance partner. I've been all over that.
Oh, man. What kind of dance do you think we could have done? What kind of jig do you think we could have done?
Well, I don't know. We would have had to come up with something, though. And we would have, because you would have had to have practice time. That's the thing. Or you're a busy man.
Are you a good dancer?
But we have a whole year to prepare for. Well, I am, but not a couple dancer. So we'd have to make something up. Unless you're a good couple dancer.
Oh.
I'll try to lead you. I can lead you.
You know.
Maybe that'd be the funny thing.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Did you ever see the Belushi and Dan Aykroyd and the
yeah?
What was that movie called?
The Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers.
The Blues Brothers. Uh-huh.
So when they approached
we could watch that.
When they approached me last year rather, I thought that's what I want to do.
Well, I'd be great at that because I'm very masculine.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
We could dance to the tune Chicago.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? All right, next year we'll do that. But now this year, everybody's going to go up there and support this event. I think you can get the ticket at the actual. Is it Cope? Am I saying that right? It's Cope, isn't it?
Cocopelli.
You can get it there or over at the Chamber of Commerce. The event is May 11th, and it's going to be so beautiful and so fun. And up at Alto Country Club, May 11th. Now, but this weekend, Cree Meadow. Saturday, 6 o'clock, Murder Mystery. I'm in it. Come out and support this wonderful crew of people over at the Lincoln County Community Theater. They're so sweet to invite me.
You know what I think that maybe we should do in the future, because they really need one. But they could tell me that other venues have been generous to offer them a place to produce the shows. I think we should find a location for them.
Yeah, we were wondering what's going on with that place next door to. I actually talked about this morning. That place next door to Sacred Grounds that's empty. I heard there's like a school in half of it, but there's a big theater in there.
Oh yeah.
Of course, they're welcome to come to the art cave. It's a beautiful space, great acoustics here to practice the plays or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I wish that we could find a permanent home for them. They deserve it. They're hardworking and they're very into this stuff.
I think through the years they have put on some productions there, but it's a great production. I judged a Miss America pageant there.
Oh, you did?
A few
you
years
lucky
ago.
man.
Yeah, it was the Riodosa. It was the Riodosa Miss America pageant, and I got to
Oh,
judge.
okay.
But you know what's so fun about that though, Jana?
What's that?
That when I first got married to my first wife, because I'd been watching this for years leading up to that, and I got her hooked on those shows. But after a while, she got mad at me because I kept picking the winners. I know.
She got jealous of you.
She got, but then,
well, that's funny.
But then I would appease her. I said, "Well, honey, I picked you."
Yeah.
That didn't go too far.
Well, you're lucky she picked you, Tommy.
Right. But that was pretty cool. I mean, and that's a great venue.
Yeah.
I guess if you're going to
It is a
negotiate
great
something
venue.
with them. So, but
All right.
definitely. So you become very busy, entrenched in the community.
I'm really busy. I volunteer on Wednesdays up at the slope, which is wonderful. I got my new yellow vest. They're promoting us all to mountain host. So we're going to learn CPR and all that kind of stuff. So that's just been an absolute blast. And then, of course, I teach a class every Tuesday up at Outlaw. And let me tell you, that little country club up there at Outlaw is absolutely gorgeous. And anybody, whether you're a member or not, can join me for my class on Tuesdays from 1 to 4. We may be sliding that to a Wednesday as the season goes on. But for now, Tuesday to 4. And, next week on Tuesday, we're going to paint wine glasses. So you can come and do champagne glasses or stemless wine glasses or shot glasses. And I'm going to teach you how to paint on glass. It's going to be an absolute blast.
Ooh.
And what these classes really are about, though, Tommy, is affecting the serotonin levels in your brain. And they come in, and I'd really tell them that. And I also want something that most artists won't tell you. Every piece of art, when you begin it, is not any good. And the only reason it stays not good is if you give up.
Oh,
and so I can help you see the color magic, where your layout went wrong, those kind of things. But if everybody just knows that, and then we can just stop being unhappy about that and just enjoy the process, we have a good time.
And I think and I think the whole key too is just to get started. Remember when you invited me over for that auction that they had?
Yes. And you drew a lovely, without kind of looking at your paper, I think, drawing that you were very pleased with.
You just told me to draw something and look at the thing that I was drawing and not look down. Yeah. And I looked down at what I was drawing, and I thought, oh, what is that? That looks like whoa.
Yeah, but Tom, what's so cool about that is that's made you happy now for a long time. Every time you think about that, it makes you happy.
Because I think,
and so that's what we do.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, I wonder what else I could do.
Yeah, you can do anything. That's the thing. And just as long as you remember, I don't care if you're me, Picasso, or you, every painting starts out ugly, okay? You have to work through the process and just get through it. And I have 100 paintings over here that I've given up on. So I'm talking to myself, too, because you got to get back on them and keep pushing through it. And I'm really learning to do that here. I have time to do that here. And that's another reason. I just didn't want to represent 230. I am an artist myself, and I went back to fine art school in 2010, and it was there that I met all these little kids that were doing a degree in fine arts, and I was like, what are they going to do with that? And I opened a gallery for them. So I've launched lots of artist careers. But here I'll be working with about 12 prolific artists. We'll be building products that match the interactive garden, a message of hope. And it's going to be spectacular. So I will be looking for interns this summer. Kids that are talented that need a place to be. I want to meet their parents, or I'll tell you another good group of people who have worked their whole life and they're just now ready to make art. And so I would love to speak to them about interning with me because there's so much to do, so much wonderful things to build, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. So when you were diagnosed with being dyslexic, that led to your to you painting, to you drawing things and stuff like that?
Yeah, I just came out of the womb doing nothing more than that. And then my first grade teacher, she didn't understand because they knew I was brilliant.
Right.
And so they just thought I didn't care. And I literally spent my first year in the bottom of a closet. She'd beat me with hangers. That's how my school started.
Okay.
Second year, sweet teacher, but didn't know what to do with me. So I just it was not until third grade that a Miss Louise Shaw diagnosed me and was able to tell my family, look, she can't help it. She's dyslexic. And back there in those times, they just didn't really do much for you.
Yeah.
I'm creatively gifted and high IQ, but severely dyslexic. And from that point on, my mother said the greatest thing to me. She said, Jana, you just have to pass. And at that point, I asked her why. Of course, I hesitated. And she said, so you don't ever have to do it again. And so I got busy, and I made sure that, I never failed. I didn't have time for electives or anything like that in school. In high school, I took my first elective, and it was there that they told me about a school called the Art Institute in Dallas. And, it never even dawned. That's how far behind I was. It never dawned on me that commercial artists built things like Coca-Cola logos and billboards and all that. It never dawned on me. And I told my art teacher that I was going to go do that, and she told me I would never make it. I was too far behind, and it broke my heart.
Oh, man.
And I set about proving that lady wrong and did. And that's why I think I'm so competitive. I'm a part of pickleball. I sure hope to be a part of the senior Olympic team one day. It's a lot of work. And I will die trying to do it. Okay, that's who I am.
Well, Jana, we're going to wrap up things again. That dinner theater coming up Saturday at Cree Meadows, $25 to get in there. And come on out.
That's right. Come see me. I'm Tater McSalisbury. Can't wait to meet you all and dance a kick with you.
Go see Tater.
I don't see Tater.
There you go. Jana Lynch, our guest on New Mexico in the Morning. And that'll wrap up this segment of the show. We'll be back tomorrow morning on the FM W105 at 9:06, and then with the AM. We're in Lincoln County version of New Mexico in the Morning. This is KRUI.